right, guys. So now that that's out of the way, you already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get some deep breaths going. Let's go ahead and breathe in and out. So I hope everyone's had a great week. I know it's been a few days since my last post. I've been out. I've been kind of under the weather, so I've been kind of just taking the time to, rest and take care of myself. But I'm back. I enjoyed earlier today. I enjoyed my kids. It was really fun. And the good thing about being a parent and having young kids is you kind of get to live out some of your kid days. You get that kid vibe again. So it's always really fun. Again, that's my rabbit. But yeah, going to go ahead and get this thing started. Also, remember to like, subscribe, comment to the content that you see that you like. Please feel free to email allthingswonderful7777@gmail.com if you would like to have a deeper conversation, or if there's some content that you would like me to go further into. Please feel free. I love when you guys email me and just send some positivity. I've really enjoyed the emails I've received so far. So just keep it going, guys. I love it. So I titled this topic Fire Next Time. And this is something that's kind of been, going through my mind, and I did want to touch on it. So yeah, let's go dive deep into this topic, fire next time. So I was thinking about, just looking at the current state of the world and just how, when you look, especially in the inner cities, how there's just buildings on top of buildings, on top of buildings, on top of buildings. And then you go for a ride and you see there's cars on top of cars, on top of cars, on top of cars. And just in my vicinity alone, there's mounds and mounds of landfills. And, I was talking to God through the Holy Spirit. And I was just like, you know what, y'all? How are you going to deal with all of this? It's a lot. It's an overwhelming amount of trash when it boils down to it. How are you going to start anew with all this that's been done? And from my understanding, it would have to be fire. And it would have to be an unquenchable fire. it would literally have to be hell on earth. With fire, or after fire, comes the rebirth for something new. And that's the understanding that I got, is that it would have to be fire. And I don't know. Maybe the chosen will be raptured up. Maybe the real chosen will be on such a spiritual level till our spiritual beings will come down and shield us. Excuse me. Who knows? But what the Holy Spirit is telling me is that it will be fire. And it will be ravishing. And I don't know if it will be to the point where the whole world is vanquished and a new world is come, or if it will be so furious to the point where everything is completely degenerated, completely destroyed, and cleared to where Yah can begin the process of creating something new. And I like the post that I shared at the beginning, because I don't want to be a person who pushes fear. But this is what the Holy Spirit has been bringing to me, has been speaking to me. And I feel like it's very integral that I share this information with whoever is listening, because the Holy Spirit is using me to speak to you in order for you to be prepared for what is to come, so that you can be spiritually heightened to the point where you will be saved from the things that are yet to come. Another thing I wanted to talk about is being so spiritually inclined. Literally my whole life, I've experienced a state of, whenever I get around people, they tend to have a tendency to either brag about what they're doing, or, try to make it seem like they're at a certain level or tier or status, when I'm around them. At first, with me not knowing who I was and not being spiritually inclined, it sort of gave me low self-esteem. That's before I knew who I was. Now I realize that, now that I know who I am, I realize that spiritually, a lot of people spiritually know who I am. Whenever I get around people, their spirit already tells them who I am. I just changed my shifts at work. I only work 2 days a week, Saturdays and Sundays. And now I'm starting to work earlier days. So I get to interact with a lot more people and a lot more of my coworkers. And there's a girl, and she's from India. Her family's, from India. But instantly, as soon as I met her, she began to just kind of brag to me. I know people from India are very tight-knit family communities, which I really strongly admire. But she began showing me all these pictures of her family, pictures of her. She started talking about, the Apple Watch she's gonna get. She even showed me the amount of money she had in her bank account. And, for me, I'm just at work. I'm like, all I care about is, can you do your job adequately and efficiently enough for us to get out of work on time so I can get back home and, take care of my family. But, for her, instinctually, she begins to, kind of brag about herself. And, I don't know if she intentionally or unintentionally begins to make herself to seem at this high bar. Now I know that it's the spirit. Her spirit identifies with my spirit. But the flesh will not allow her to acknowledge who I am in the spirit. And I've realized this for a lot of people. Their spirit recognizes my spirit, but their flesh won't allow them to acknowledge who I am in the spirit. And you may be able to relate to this too, but I've really come to realize that a lot of people are struggling and battling with their flesh. The spirit and soul knows full-heartedly who I am. They have a deep understanding of who I am, who my spirit is, and who their spirit is. But their flesh won't allow them to acknowledge it. And a lot of people are battling with the flesh. I would say almost everybody. So I can't hold it against anybody because I know everyone is working on something. Everyone is battling something, and I can't blame anyone. But that's safe to say that spirit speaks to spirit, and they know who I am. Another thing is, like, for a long time I've seen, like, my energy, I have such high energy that I tend to have the ability to inspire people to even go higher, to even go to a higher level that I'm realizing. And it's unintentionally, but that's just, my energy. Some people don't even know I'm around, and they just feel my energy, and that just motivates them to do better and to do more. And I see that as a blessing. I really do. And y'all has just really been showing me some things, and I don't really have too much else I wanted to share with y'all today. Like I said, I'm just now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel of this sickness. I wasn't sick enough to like go to the hospital or urgent care. It was just kind of like a little sickness, you know, cough, sore throat, and just muscle aches. You know, it felt like I was walking around with bricks on my legs and my shoulders, my back for a few days, but now I'm finally starting to come out of it. And I just wanted to share some information with y'all about fire next time, because I feel like y'all was really speaking to me on that topic. You know, that's the only way this world will be purified. Water won't do it. Weather won't do it. Tornadoes won't do it. Just spread it out even more. It would have to be fire. And so it will be. Peace, love, light. Namaste.